Milo loved candy. Not just eating it, he loved everything about it. The colors, the smell, the wrappers, the crunch, the chew, the fizz. He had a big glass jar at home, filled to the top with gummy bears, rainbow lollipops, marshmallows, jelly beans, and sour strips. Every Friday, his mom gave him a small bag of new candies to refill his jar. Milo carefully placed each one inside like it was treasure. To him, that jar wasn't just candy. It was magic. He kept it on his desk where the sunlight made the whole room glow. Sometimes, he just sat and watched it sparkle. One Monday, Miss Arya told the class, "This week, we'll do show and tell." Milo immediately knew what to bring, his candy jar. He wrapped it in a towel and placed it inside a shoebox. When it was his turn, he carefully brought it out and set it on the table. Gasps echoed through the classroom. "Whoa!" said Jamie. "That's the biggest candy jar ever," said Zoe. "Can we try some?" asked Theo, eyes wide. Milo hesitated. He hadn't brought it to share just to show. Then he remembered what Grandpa always said. The best things in life taste sweeter when you share them. So he took a deep breath, smiled, and said, "Everyone can take one." By the end of the day, the candy jar was almost empty. Just a few gummies and one sticky marshmallow at the bottom. On the way home, Milo wondered, was it worth it? He smiled, remembering the laughs and thank yous. Yes, it felt worth it. But when he got home and placed the jar back on his desk, he froze. The jar was full, completely full, as if no one had touched it. He rubbed his eyes. Was he dreaming? "Mom, did you refill it?" "Nope," she said. "You haven't had your candy refill day yet." Milo stared at the jar. It glowed in the sunlight just like always. Something was different, something magical. The next day, Milo brought the jar to school again. At recess, he set it on the bench. "Candy? Anyone?" he said. Soon, kids gathered around. Smiles grew. Laughter rang out. Later that day, the jar was full again. It kept happening. Every time he shared, the jar refilled. Word spread. Kids from other classes came to see the magic jar. Some came for candy, some came just to say hi. Milo didn't mind. He liked seeing people happy. He started calling it the smile jar. Miss Arya once asked, "Why do you think it refills?" Milo thought for a second. "I think maybe the magic is in the sharing." One rainy morning, Milo left the jar at home. He wanted to try something. At school, the kids asked, "Where's the candy today?" "No candy today," Milo smiled. "But I brought jokes." He pulled out a notebook and started telling the silliest, funniest jokes he knew. Laughter filled the classroom, even louder than on candy days. That afternoon, Milo returned home. He looked at the jar. It was full again. Even though he hadn't shared candy, he had shared joy. And somehow, the jar knew. It was December, and the school was collecting gifts for a local shelter. Milo had an idea. "What if we give candy bags to the kids at the shelter?" he asked Miss Arya. She smiled. "That's a beautiful idea." With help from his mom, Milo packed 50 little bags of candy. Each one had a tiny heart sticker and a note that said, "You are loved." He didn't expect anything in return. He just wanted to make someone else smile. But when he got home, something new was in the jar. A golden candy, wrapped in shiny foil. On the tag it said, "You did good." Milo stared at the golden candy. He didn't eat it. He placed it on a shelf, like a trophy. The jar kept refilling, but now, it didn't matter how much candy was in it. What mattered were the moments. A new student smiling from one marshmallow. A shy kid finding a friend. A gloomy day made brighter with a joke. That was the true magic. Not the jar, not the candy, but what Milo gave away every single time. Milo never figured out exactly how the candy jar worked. But he knew this. When you give with joy, the world finds a way to give back. And sometimes, just sometimes, that gift comes in the form of a golden candy.